Welcome, Exiles! Let's be honest, part of Exile without a loot filter? Totally unplayable. The amount of loot that drop is insane. And if you don't have a proper filter set up, you'll spend more time sorting trash than actually playing. But on the flip side, if your filter is too strict, you'll end up hiding valuable items without even realizing it. So finding that sweet spot makes a huge difference in your farming efficiency. Luckily, Neversing has done amazing work with the base loot filter setups, and they are great to use. But if you really want to min-max your loot, rewards from mappers and shipments, or don't miss out on crafting opportunities, it's worth customizing your filter a little further. Today I'll walk you through a couple of tricks to cut out the trash, reveal hidden valuables, and even set up some specific rules great for Re-combinator crafting. Let's start with something simple: contracts. Not all contracts are worth picking up. The only truly valuable ones are deception contracts. And here is the thing. Certain areas like bunker, repository or tunnels can never roll deception, so why even show them? Open up your filter, go to customize, map fragment and contracts, and turn off contracts from those areas. While you are at it, also disable unique contracts, they are complete garbage. Just doing this cuts out about 30% of clutter right away. The rest of contracts, I still pick them up until my heist stash is full. Then I just type deception in the search bar, wonder the rest, and move on. Once in a while, I'll bulk sell deception on TFT. Easy, simple, and effective. Next up, uniques. Most uniques are vendor trash, especially after the first week of leak when their price tanks. But some of them are still worth picking up into situations. For disenchanting into dust, or if they can high roll stats and thus jump in value. Take incandescent heart, for example. Normally worth maybe 10 house. But with the perfect elemental as house roll, that's suddenly a one divine item. So here's what I recommend. Turn off all uniques below A tier. Then add custom rolls for the bases you do care about. For example, Saintly Chainmail for incandescent heart. And don't forget to adjust the coloring so those stand out when they drop. It's a little setup work upfront, but trust me, long term it pays off big. Now, cluster jewels. By default, the filter shows all of them, and most absolute trash. The truth is, only a handful of cluster jewels are worth anything. Mainly 8 or 12 passive eye level 84 with the right enchant. Things like attack damage while holding a shield, minion damage, and so on. For small clusters I keep 2 and 3 node eye level 84 plus jewels. Mostly for vendor recipe, but there's also a decent chance you roll something worth 50C or more. Everything else, just hide it. One thing which needs to be mentioned. Cluster jewel prices change a lot depending on the meta. So before you update your filter, take a 5 minutes to check PoE Ninja for what's hot this week. The next trick is for anybody in T15 plus map looking for extra profit. The default loot filter hides perfect bases, even though they can be worth 30 to 50 house each, and usually hold those prices through the entire league. And yes, I'm talking even about white items. For example, Warlock gloves at eye level 84 might look like 5 house junk, but with 100% perfect base roll, they are suddenly 30 to 40 C, especially in bulk. To set this up, add a custom rule for eye level 84 plus items with a base defense percentile equals 100 condition. Track valuable bases like Lich Circlet, Necrotic Armor, Twilight Regalia, Titanium Spirit Shield or Warlock Boots. And don't forget, helmets are valuable from eye level 85 and body armors shields from eye level 86. But even eye level 84s are an amazing resource for Re-combinator crafting, since combining them with an eye level 86 guarantees the final item will still be eye level 86, which leads us to a last tip. This last trick doesn't affect normal mud drops, but it's a lifesaver for looting reward tables, like mappers, ritual or especially Crimson Iron shipment. Here is why. Crimson Iron gives eye level 86 bases, often with T1 defensive mods. Perfect fuel for a Re-combinator crafting. Set up a mod filtering rule. Choose a body armors. Add mods like Unfaltering or Nullification. You can even add conditions like making T1 life rolls only highlight on armor evasion bases. I've made a document with all interesting mods for Re-combinator setups. Check the link in the description. Here's a quick example. I got this eye level 86 Necromancer Silk with T1 increased ES mod from a shipment. Normally it's a vendor trash. But if I pair it with an eye level 84 perfect Twilight Regalia, where I quickly outspam T1 flat ES in the Re-combinator, I have 50% chance for perfect eye level 86 Twilight Regalia, with a decent chance for 2 T1 prefixes. That's insane crafting potential. Here I win the base, so now I have eye level 86 Twilight Regalia, with perfect base roll and T1 increased ES. I can sell it as a base or use it as a resource for another recombination. And this simple trick can be replicated for all gear pieces. Thanks to it, I made a lot of currency in the past week, especially together with farming Temple of Azotl and crafting Glow. But that's story for another day. And that's it! Those are my top tricks for cleaning up your loot filter while still catching valuable hidden gems. Yes, it takes a little bit of setup, but once you've got dialed in, you'll save hours of stash sorting and make way more currency in the long run. Now, one quick note before you go. These changes aren't really worth doing right now, if the new Leaks loot filter update hasn't dropped yet. That usually happens on the day of leak launch, so it's better to wait for that version before you going all in. But if you've never really customized your filter before, or you've only used the basic strictness levels, this is actually a perfect time to start experimenting. Dive into the customization panel, test out how different rules work, and prepare the changes you want to make once the new filter goes live. That way, when the leak launches, you'll already have your setup ready, optimized for your playstyle, your farming goals, and your loot priorities. So yeah, take a bit of time now to explore the options, test things, and maybe even come up with your own tricks. And drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you've discovered. Thanks for watching, Exiles. Good luck with your farming, and I'll see you in the next one.